The dais, please. Thank you. Thank you. I would request all the participants to kindly be seated for this inaugural session. So the New Delhi Rights Table, it's an important B2B platform of New Delhi World Book Fair. And this time we have around 85 participants from around 20 plus countries. And I'm told that more than 700 meetings have been fixed through the online portal that we have. So this time the response has been quite encouraging, and I believe that their expectations will also be met through this platform. Before I request our chairperson to give a welcome note, I would, as per the you know tradition of National Book Trust, I would request our director to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Ms. Claudia Kaiser, with a stole and a bouquet of books. Claudia Kaiser is a long-time friend of National Book Trust India. We work very closely in curating the National Pavilion, India National Pavilion at Frankfurt Book Fair and on other platforms too. There have been collaborations, and we'd expect this collaboration to grow bigger and stronger in the times to come. I would now request our chairperson, Prof. Milind Sudhakar Marathe, for his welcome address.
Good morning to one and all present over here. Now today is the opening session of New Delhi Rights Table, and I'm very happy to have Claudia Kaiser, Vice President Business Development of Frankfurt Book Fair, with us, and she will also give some inputs about how this rights table should go ahead. When I first time met Claudia Madam in Frankfurt Book Fair 3 years back, actually Frankfurt Book Fair is a leader and pioneer perhaps in B2B type of things. In Frankfurt Book Fair, B2B meetings are the primary meetings, and only last 2 days the normal crowd is allowed to enter into the book fair, so that is the B2C part. So they are extremely good blend of B2B and B2C. But Frankfurt being the leader in B2B, we would like to have inputs from her. Now this is also an effort of National Book Trust since many years, that we have got the biggest B2C book fair, New Delhi World Book Fair, which is going on. So we are trying to have this feature also, which will help the publishers across the world in developing the business and transferring the good literature from one language to another within country and countries outside the India. So there can be a global interaction or global information transfer, global literature transfer. So that is the whole idea of this New Delhi Rights Table. And as Kumarji has said just now, that almost 700 online meetings have been fixed in these 2 days. So I hope that this will put excellent seeding of future rights transfers within India and outside India. Thank you very much. I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Without taking much time, I would request Ms. Claudia Kaiser for her address and for inputs. I think it's a rare occasion for you to listen to her, and considering her wide experience, global experience in rights and in marketing and in general the promotion of publishing, the idea of reading, I think it will be a treat to hear her. Thank you.
Chairman of National Book Trust, Director of National Book Trust, and Mr. Kumar Vikram, thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure and also an honor to be speaking to you and to be here at the inauguration of the rights table of the New Delhi World Book Fair. Yeah, my name is Claudia Kaiser. I'm Vice President of Frankfurt Book Fair, and the first time in India was in 2004. But that was after India had been the guest of honor at the Frankfurt Book Fair, the first country from Asia in 1986. Most of you weren't born then, and even I was not so old yet, and I didn't see it. But we knew something was happening in India, and we would love to see more of India at the Frankfurt Book Fair, and therefore on the global stage. And so we went to India in 2004, and we met with the then management of National Book Trust, and we said, don't you want to be the guest of honor again at Frankfurt Book Fair? So 20 years later, in 2006, India became the first country which was the guest of honor twice at the Frankfurt Book Fair. And if you've been to Frankfurt, you know the guest of honor is a huge project. It's huge. So we were very proud. And I think India had the biggest presence of Indian publishing ever as a guest of honor. So I think they had a whole hall to themselves. So it was really a huge event. And we said, hey, that was a great second start, and we need to reciprocate, and we also need to be there. So we came to the New Delhi World Book Fair. We had a German stand. You probably all know Frankfurt Book Fair is not just the book fair, but we are also a small international organization. So we go to different book fairs worldwide. We present German books. We have offices in some countries. We do conferences and all sorts of exchange programs in order to facilitate more exchange between the countries and more understanding for each other worldwide. So 2006, I told you, was the guest of honor, India and Frankfurt. A lot of attention, many translations into all sorts of languages. And then in 2008, we also came here and we opened an office, and we had lots of events. We had children's books events, a conference. We worked together with the IIM in Ahmedabad. We had courses on publishing. We worked with National Book Trust. We did a lot of projects together. And then came COVID, and unfortunately, a lot of activities stopped, so we had to temporarily also stop the number of activities, but I'm sure we will pick them up again. And as I'm speaking here today, your Prime Minister is escorting our Prime Minister from Germany in Ahmedabad. So we see there are many, many new vibes coming along to pick up and to develop further. And I'm really looking forward. I think, so I've been to India every year, at least once, since 2004, so it's been quite a number of years. I don't look that old, I know, but you can tell I am. So for me, it's a great pleasure to see that the New Delhi World Book Fair is growing, and it's wonderful to see that you have exempted the ticket prices so that everyone can enter the fair. That's a wonderful thing, and we saw the crowds yesterday. And we also aware that there's so many things going on in India at this particular time of the year, Chennai, Calcutta, and so on, but New Delhi is obviously the thing to go to. So thank you very much for having me. I'm not sure that I shared a lot about B2B business, but I'm always here to discuss, and if there's anything you would like me to tell you, I'm very happy to do so. Anyway, so without further ado, thank you so much once again for having me, and thank you for letting me be your friend, and wish the rights table all the success in the world. Let this be a great start. Thank you.
Thank you, thanks a lot. I will request our director, Shri Yuvraj Malik, to say a few words on this occasion. Thank you.
Very good morning to all of you. Ms. Claudia from Frankfurt Book Fair, Chairman National Book Trust, Professor Milind Marathe, Chief Editor and Joint Director of National Book Trust, Mr. Kumar Vikram, and the Senior Project Officer for the New Delhi World Book Fair, and also the Curator of the B2B segment of Rights Table, and all esteemed participants from different publishing houses, writers, authors, and publishing domain experts. It's a matter of great delight for me to stand on this platform and speak to all of you about power of collaboration in publishing era, because rights exchange is ultimately collaboration, cooperation, and exchange of content from one part of the world to the another part of the world. National Book Trust has been working very aggressively for promotion of book reading in the country, but now when we call of book reading, we have to think about taking our content globally. With the kind of technology intervention we have, the way AI is working, the way we are having new machine learning, of course, power of translation has a great role to play into it. The challenge is not the content quantity, the challenge is quality, and end of the day, people sitting out here understand the importance of having the right side of content and taking it globally. Claudia is our old colleague. She represents the biggest B2B book fair. We are here B2C book fair, the leading book fair in the world. We have to collaborate together in a big way. And this collaboration started a few years back when India set up first time ever India Pavilion in Frankfurt Book Fair. Why I'm mentioning this fact is, the platform, these facilities, this furniture, this logistics, this stage, this presentation room, this hospitality. India Pavilion, on behalf of National Book Trust, Ministry of Education of Government of India, extends its platform free of cost to all the participants from India at all places across the world. So this is the first thing I wanted to mention. You don't only have to sit here and plan meeting. If you wish to travel abroad in any other book fair, our pavilion is open for all the literary agents, all the literary experts, those who want to use our platform for rights exchange. Here it's a structured activity. I'm very happy that there's a good turnout and a large number of meetings have been fixed, and I'm sure it will be a very fruitful exercise also. Second point is, which we think I personally believe, India is the biggest market in terms of publishing, and especially more than 70% goes around education publishing, that is academic publishing, and 35-40% is general trade and reading. So there is a great demand for good content. We have an education reform going on. We have a multilingual framework coming up across the country. So half of our publishing is multilingual. That is another thing I personally feel all experts should explore, that we need content not only in Hindi and English, we need content in our regional language also, which are much larger than the population of many of the countries. So that is another market that I feel we have to work and appreciate for more business opportunities. To promote Indian content globally and accept global content into Indian learning and Indian knowledge system and ecospace. We are going to announce, and very soon Mr. Kumar Vikram will give a presentation on financial assistance program. We are going to offer financial assistance for translation of Indian books into foreign languages, and also bringing out foreign books into Indian languages. So that particular guidelines have been uploaded onto our website, which anybody can download and apply, and it's a very fair and quick process that we can address. I would also like to invite all these literary experts sitting here for participation into India's guest of honor presentation coming in Colombia. We will be a guest of honor country in Colombia in coming year, and we are putting up a 3,000-meter pavilion out there. So all those who wants to come along, we will be happy to provide on-site logistics to all the participants who wants to be with you, and especially if anyone wants a stall also, that will be readily available for participation. for all the Indian experts going out there. Other than that, India has also put up a pavilion. Again, we are going to put up a pavilion in Frankfurt. That is a continued feature. We are also exploring a pavilion in Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Spain, and London Book Fair also. So all those keen to take this rights exchange on a bigger platform, very happy to collaborate with NBT and its platform under the pavilion of Bharat, that is India Pavilion. Last but not the least, I will not take much of time. Right now, each one of us have a lot of content, but our problem is how to take it globally, and the cost of production and publishing is going very expensive, and exporting it is a big challenge. And being a nodal agency for publishing, I would like to share that we have another very important platform, that is Rashtriya E-Pustakalaya. That's an e-learning platform that the Government of India has set up. All the books on that platform are free of cost for every reader across the country. Anywhere they can download this app, Rashtriya Pustakalaya, and read those books in 23 languages. So whatever content you have, if you wish to offer to NBT, there's no requirement, just submit your books, put up your letterhead, and that is enough for us. We'll buy and give you royalty and every annual subscription for that. So that is also another opportunity which all of you can exchange, not only for rights exchange, but also giving those rights for a particular period. It's an annual subscription that we pay, and that royalty is given to you directly into your account. For this, you don't need any tendering or any other government protocols. Direct buyer-seller purchase agreement, and these guidelines have been approved. They are readily available. Any quarter you can submit your books. As in when you publish new books, you can come and show and represent them. And if you only want it more structured, you can take an appointment, come with all your content, give your presentations to our selection committee, and then we'll be happy to buy those books for subscription on e-book format and upload it onto our website for that particular period and pay you the royalty. So there are many other initiatives which we are thinking. Other than this, I would like to request you, if you have any suggestions, they are most welcome. If you have any critical remark, that is much more welcome, so that it helps us to improve. We are very open to criticism, we are very open to learning, we are very open to improve the ecosystem, and of course, it's a process, nothing happens overnight. We are willing to work, make it better. The way you have seen the book fair, of course, it must be definitely better when it was few years back. Every year some improvements are taking place. How we can take our content. I have my colleague Abhi, recently we sent a delegation to Israel. So we have tied up the Hebrew literature also. So our colleague sees right out here, the director of their institute is here. We have a big delegation from France also. You will be surprised that one of the biggest selling top 5 books, 2 books are Japanese. Can you imagine this? So that is the power of content. It is not power of a language, it is the power of the content. If the content has that depth, whatever language it is, if it is translated, it will sail through. Some of the titles are selling to the tune of more than 500,000 copies in a year. So it is not that content is not there. You have to choose your catalog very carefully. If you bring out only 10 books, put them structured way. Next time we are going to put up a display. Instead of you putting up and all content on your table, if you give us your presentations, every participants will have a gallery around, and you can put like ABC publishers, these are my 10 cover pages, these are readily available. So instead of going and banging on everybody and talking, there will be a complete information gallery that we are going to put up here next year, and your content is sent in advance. We'll print it, we'll put it, we'll place it for discussion, and when you are sitting, people know I want to meet this person is sitting on so and so table, so I want this book. So that content you have to give it to us, and then we will be working on it. So there are many other initiatives we are going to take, and sorry I've taken much time, but I do appreciate your presence in early morning in Delhi. Thank you so much, and I wish you have a great experience on the New Delhi World Book Fair. But do visit our theme pavilion. It's a very special theme that we have curated, and this is the first time anywhere in the world, that military history has become a focus theme of any book fair. So this is the power of content, that whatever hard power you may have, there is a soft power behind that. And that is much more powerful than its hard power. And that's the message that we have, because this is the philosophy of war in India. We fight war for peace. And that is the message our books give. Books are the messenger of peace. They tells us when to stop the valor. That's why we have put it. So if you go, you will understand and you will love, and then you will appreciate your own work, thinking that what is the role we all as public domain experts, because I keep saying again, we are not in a business of profit, we are in a business of purpose. We do not create structures, we create civilizations. We do not build concretes, we build generations. What you and me are going to think and act today, our entire leadership, entire generation will think after 20 years. So let's feel proud about each other, and let's feel proud of the good work that each one of us and all organizations are doing. Because if you remove content, if you remove knowledge, and if you remove books from the civilization landscape, I'm telling you, it's complete dark hole. It's a complete black hole. There is nothing much to look up to. Thank you so much for doing a great job. Happy reading to you.
Thank you. So we come to the end of the inaugural session, and there is a brief presentation that is on our financial assistance program. So quickly, Nivedita, you can just this one. So about National Book Trust, you know, it's the basic. Our mandate is promotion of books, reading habit. So as part of the idea of promoting books, of course, there is a need to promote translations and promote cross-cultural. So what is the financial assistance program? It is a grant support by National Book Trust India, and it supports the translation costs. So it is a support given for, the general mandate is promotion of Indian works into foreign languages. So a subsidy is given for translating Indian works into foreign languages by a foreign publisher. And you need to have a partnership with a foreign publisher to avail this subsidy. So naturally, there has to be an agreement already existing between you and a foreign publisher, and the translation concern should have been accepted for publication, and then you can apply for the grant. Objective is, of course, all too clear that we want to create a major impact of Indian works abroad, and we want to support the Indian publishers, push forward their titles, and it's I would say more focus is on Indian languages. Of course, it's Indian English works are also covered in it, but we would be happy to support more of Indian language titles going abroad. Actually, these are the details which are available on our website. If you log into www.nbtindia.gov.in, you find the application form. You find all these details there. So you have to fill in your details. The applications are on. So the last date of applying to this scheme for this current year is 28th February. So till 28th February, you can submit your applications. There are supporting documents to be attached, which is listed on the website. There is a kind of a cap on the number of words the book should have, but the cap is quite high. So 500 words books can still be supported under this scheme. And for science related books, even 600, not 500 words, 500 pages, and 600 pages books can also be supported under this scheme. So we have, it's a kind of a rupees 10 per word is the subsidy plan that we have. So these are the submission, these are the contact points. Ms. Surekha Sachdeva is the nodal officer who is also handling the New Delhi Rights Table. She is here for the 2 days to explain to you the process, and you can start your submissions right away if you undergo some kind of deals right at the table here during these 2 days, then you can enter into an agreement, and then you can straight away submit your applications. This is the general mandate of promoting Indian books abroad. Thank you. presentation would be available today in the website, but if you want, Surekha ji, we have the database of DRT. Kindly straight away send the email on emailer to this presentation to everybody. Thank you. And I would thank again Ms. Claudia Kaiser for being with us and our chairman for being with us. Thank you.
Stories from India, so this can be a very good product from the expatriate. So it has a set of stories, 8 books from extensive sales.
As a project,
The age group is early, like 4 to 6 something.
रिसीव करने भी नहीं होगा बट हमने तो इस बार ये कर दिया होम डिलीवरी कर दिया
For that I should connect with
घंटे का हमने बोल तो दिया
but we do have that.
राइट में आया एक तो मैं पूछ रहा
also very selective. Then if something's not going to sell there, then you're wasting money and equally taking.
And tomorrow, and we have other editors coming tomorrow. So maybe I would take a peek and show to the other editors. Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, and it's a fun way to the chemical things, you know, chemistry, so chemistry.
We can empower them.
Funny, no?
Sometimes it's 15 plus, it depends, because the reading levels are not the same everywhere.
This is a short story. Packaging one.
These are
Yeah, to like pay attention to. Yeah.
We also send it in the bubble square. Can we have any for 30 minutes?
no. results, that is enough.
Actually, say, like, this part of country is like close to the Himalayan country. That is the reason for this.
So, but probably within a month,
It's almost 600 kilometers away from here. Facilitation, translation, facilitation.
Basically, I'm not several foreigners, companies, China, Germany, we are getting this cooperation. My partnership is power and I'm very interested in the Tagos. I think what it spends a little bit.
How was the cover of the book?
We do have some books, you know.
You have a stall here, right?
Yeah.
I'll come.
Yes. Okay. Give me time so that I should also be available to, be there.
Actually, I have some meeting here, so I'm not.
Perfect. So you are
Thank you so much.
आपने हमको लग रहा है 5 ईयर कंप्लीट होने वाले हैं मैसेज तो आ रहे हैं बात
pencil itself has on 20th of August.
That's why it's called millions, like in Brazil. So in Brazil it was like 7.5 million. Amazing success. Now she gave us the option to sell the rights. I don't know about
But you do UAE or you do like Saudi, Qatar? We have
We have one. We are not going to be like you. The only one meeting. Muscat we have three. Kuwait we have one. Saudi we have one.
Qatar retailer maybe Shabnas
Yeah,
part of design.
but Qatar
This is registered involving and it's very interesting. Yeah, it's very vast also.
we have another series there.
Is now there, using printing. So one set I will come bring if you are interested. Yes, tomorrow.
for India's backup. And even like you can see movies.
Specifically for the smaller readers. Right? So for that also we
I just see something in Mumbai. That's how I pass my day. Okay, no problem. We will send out one पीछे भी बात हुई थी जो अपने बुक मंगवाई थी नेक्स्ट वीक, लेकिन वो नेक्स्ट वीक ना हर कोई भूल
Like to share, do you have WhatsApp or something? Yeah. So share your number over the block करोगे तभी तो काम करो. I'll just drop a message next.
So what would be like the price we are talking about, sure. From the royalty. Royalty तो standard आपका 10% या जो भी होता है ना. ज़्यादा नहीं होगा.
You are?
Kaçıncı numara?
Do you know Stimansky? What's the name? This is the biggest shop.
I've heard, but
Book shop.
I met them once.
And now they sell not only book, also
These types of stuff.
yes.
Yeah, of course.
Kids one is
Also like games, but like traditional games.
Got it. Something which you find joyful.
Yeah, maybe.
Benim demek size anladım. Müsait olalım. Yarınkilerde de vardı ya hocam. İsimleri bakalım. Boş olursa. Evet onu diyorum. Yani. Takip edin. Boş olursa.
Ben zaten söyledim. Mail atmam gerekiyor. Yani direktör de başvuru yapmadım. If you had to sell this book in Kenya, what is the retail price approximately?
Approximately to be $2.5.
$2.5. Okay. So international formula is like this. We're saying just in dollars, okay? $2.50. Okay. Times how many is the first printing? 5,000. Okay.
So I don't know. So if you can give me an offer, I can make a phone call to there and make a decision.
So tomorrow you're doing it?
No, tomorrow I'm not coming here. Tomorrow I'm doing my job.
You tell me what is best you can offer. That will be easier for me. Then I'll discuss with my team and I'll by afternoon I'll be able to.
My side,
Look at that deal particularly.
Otherwise,
Snow to move also. So that date was till that time only.
for Chennai, it is for 5 years.
लॉक इन करेंगे उसका ठीक है
ये जो है थेरेपी होती है बट यू
डू दैट फुल कैटलॉग बेसिकली नॉट
ये जो है साइंटिफिक ऊपर जो है बयानी किताब में
Subjects of your books. Subject of
After funding, we need to try up. So that is the reason the characters or industry is also lost.
Shall I give you a WhatsApp call?
That is not true.
What happened?
Scale कर दिया है. Right scale.
I think it's somewhere.
जो इसमें आपने बलास में बताया फिर या फिर खन्ना में खन्ना नहीं यूज़ करते ना सेंचुरी हम ज़्यादा प्रेफर करते
responsibly we are because we have these kind of books so that we can approach them. Or maybe we have a meeting
market-wise.
It's very hard for it to
how that essence of the books can be recently had
तो अगर आपके पास कोई राइटर है जिस टाइप का जैसे मैं आपको बता रही हूँ या बहुत कम टेक्स्ट में वो अगर बना के दे तो I'll buy it
throughout his series.
This type is the age. 3 to 6.
customers. Like you. Similar guys. चिल्ड्रन एक ही बुक में मोरल की सब चिल्ड्रन मोरल स्टोरीज चिल्ड्रन हाँ ये क्वेश्चन है तो पुनः हरी को जवाब दिया वो किसी
आपकी तो मोनोपोली बिगिनिंग में 2004 से लेकर 2012 तक मतलब मैं यहाँ तक मैं देखा था हम लोग कॉम्पिटिटिव इंजीनियरिंग में हम लोग पता न्यूज़ था कॉम्पिटिशन में जब ज्ञान का होता था तो लाइब्रेरी वगैरह से ज़्यादातर हम लोग सब ऐसे बेस्ट जिस तरह से मूव कर जाए अपने आप को वहीं पे नहीं ओरिजिनलनेस की जरूरत
तीन चार घंटे के अंदर तो उसको इवेंट करा कर निकालना है अब नहीं मैं बताता हूँ अब मैं बताता हूँ जैसे ही है इस इंस्टीट्यूशन को बनाने का रत्नाकर से कितना पैसा लोगे आप नहीं आप बता दो यही को छोड़ दो अगर आपको ये बनानी है कलरिंग के साथ फिल्म दोनों में बहुत डिफरेंस है एग्जैक्टली लेकिन आप रत्नाकर लेकिन रत्नाकर जी इस बात की तो देखो फर्स्ट जनरेशन है वही बोल रहे थे अभी फर्स्ट जनरेशन है ये इंसान होते कुछ जगह पे लाइक नहीं है किताब आप किसी सर को देना था सर मौजूद नहीं है उनकी जगह पे इनको देने का वो चीज़ें आज नहीं कर सकता उनको सर को देने का सर के ही नहीं है तो ठीक है नहीं है तो नहीं कोई बात
हम भी बना सकते हैं वो भी बना सकते हैं 5 लोग 10 लोग
लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता पता है कोई और चीज़ भी मैंने इसमें देखी सेम प्रॉम्प्ट लिखो मैं भी लिखूँगा आप भी लिखो सबके पाँचों की नहीं अलग
tercüme için destek verilecek. Üretim ve satış için değil. Ama tercüme için.
हमारी जगह वो ले लेगी ना हमारा कोई काम हो जाएगा ना कोई काम हो जाएगा
Yani bu ben çevirebilirim ama bu çok zaman alıcı bir. Yani bunun üzerine benim bir en ağır bir çalışma. Bir de altı yani. Çalışma.